Hey lads, welcome to another video. Again, this is just going to be an assorted minifigure showcase, so most of these have nothing to do with each other. Yep, I have a freaking burp in every video. So yeah, we'll just get straight into it. With the oldest out of the four that I'm showing today. So first up is Willy Wonka. This was commissioned for Fishy Figs on Instagram. So this is the Johnny Depp version from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The hat was sculpted onto this bob cut hairpiece out of Procreate. And then there's an electrical tape band that goes all the way around that with some painted detail. The face was completely painted onto there except for the base of the eyes, so I tried to get a likeness to Johnny Depp based on the expression that the person I commissioned this for wanted. So I think it looks a fair amount like Johnny Depp. So it's a fairly simple design actually for the costume. I don't know how focused this is, but so he's got the W on his collar and a neck thing going all around his neck. The jacket is made out of paper, and there's a stripe detail painted onto there. He has pink gloves, and they were coated with glossy Mod Podge, so they kind of look like rubber gloves. And then this cane just has a sculpted top, also out of Procreate, and then I just painted that swirly design all around it. So yeah, he's quite simple, but that's that. And similar character, so this is also commissioned by the same person, and it's another Johnny Depp character who wears a top hat and is from a not that great movie. So it's the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, and his top hat is also sculpted out of Procreate, and this time the hair is sculpted underneath. So he has big curly hair, and I'm really happy with how this hair sculpt turned out. So that was painted in red, and then I washed it with orange and dry brushed some yellow on there, so there's some different tones in there. And yeah, so the hat is sculpted, and there is a little bit of gold design painted on there. And my sister's crying because she's small. There's a card in there and a bit of gold dry brushing all around it, kinda. I'll just take this off so it is fully removable. The head is completely painted, so I painted all of it. There's a mouth over there. It's a painted head. So yeah, the bow tie is sculpted. Jacket is made out of paper. There's a little bit of a fabric thing sticking out the pocket there, which is made out of electrical tape. He's got electrical tape on his cuffs as well. Then there's striping on his pants and some mismatched socks. And yeah, there's not much else to be said about this minifigure. But yeah, so that's the Mad Hatter. Next up is Jim Carrey, The Mask. So I used a park ranger hat for his fedora kind of thing, and I sculpted on the top so it's kind of flattened out, and then there's also a feather sculpted up the back behind that, and a little bit of electrical tape around the brim, or whatever that part of the hat's called. Didn't paint the stud on the top of his head, but that's the head anyway. I sculpted his chin because it's very prominent, and as his cheekbones as well, because they're quite prominent, so I sculpted all of those, and then completely painted the face. There's some flesh showing around his neck, because as the Moose Figs pointed out, you can see his neck from underneath the mask. So yeah, that is the head. And the rest of the details on the suit are completely painted. So he's got the big long coat, which is painted and goes around his legs. Then his white and black shoes, very suave. Really detailed tie lots of dots and stuff on there, and some electrical tape on his cuffs. So yeah, that's the mask. And while he's gone, lastly for the video is a figure that I just uploaded today, and it's the Joker from the Arkham games. I'll just try and focus on that. So the hair is from Doctor Who, and I painted it in a few different colours of green. They're not picking up extremely well on the camera, but if you want to see it, the whole minifigure and all of these minifigures in better quality and with written descriptions, you can check them out on Flickr and Instagram. But yeah, so that's the hair. The face was a Joker head, and then I erased everything except for the eyes, and then so painted this smile that he has there. And let's see if I can bring the camera a little closer. No, I can't really. But yeah, so there's the smile, and then I added a dirty effect to his face because he's not clean. Underneath there's a waistcoat painted on there, and a bow tie and a bunch of buttons. And that was also kind of washed with some black to give it a grimy look. The coat is made out of paper, coated in Mod Podge, and it has striping going all the way around it, and then these pockets and lapels are made out of another layer of paper, so they're kind of 3D. And then there's outlining on those. And the flower on his breast is sculpted with Procreate. The cuffs and the orange shirt showing underneath are made out of electrical tape. And the chain going down next to his leg is sculpted out of Procreate. And I painted that gold and then gave it a black wash so the little holes in it would be picked up by the paint. And then there's just more striping on his legs and painted shoe detail. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this minifigure came out, and I recently started playing the Arkham games, so I kind of that was the reason I made this, but I might be making a few more Arkham figures. So yeah, that's the Joker, and I'll just line the rest up for the final shot so I don't have to take a picture for the thumbnail. And it's kind of a theme for these figures because they're all just bonkers people. So Mark Hamill, 2 Johnny Depps, and Jim Carrey. There we go. And thank you very much for watching the video, and hopefully I'll be posting more soon, so see you later. Ciao.